guys, welcome to Z Media, India.com. My name is Simran Keswani, and today with us we have an actor, we have an anchor, we have a dancer and a musician. So please welcome the multi-talented Rithvik. Thank you so much for
Thank
being with
you.
us today.
Thank you, Simran. Thank you very, very much for having me. How are you?
I'm great. So Rithvik, firstly, I'm very excited for the interview, but I was
Sweet.
more excited because I'm talking to a fellow Sindhi. So
Oh yes,
this feels like home.
I read your name, your Keswani. Hello, all thing.
I can't speak in Sindhi.
I can't
So
speak in Hindi.
I just know Dado Sutto.
So
Okay.
yes, my fellow Sindhi, hi.
Hi. It would be great if you can just start with something saying in Sindhi. It would be great for our audience.
Oh, for your audience, okay. So Jai Jhulelal, जेका भी असांजा भाउर ऐं भेनरूं असांखे हिते ॾिसनि पिया उन्हनि खे धन्यवाद. थैंक यू वेरी वेरी मच असांखे जॉइन करण लाइ. ऐं ही जेकी पंहिंजी जेकी छोकिरी वेठी आहे केसवानी, हिनखे सिंधी अचे न, त तव्हांखे अगरि सिंधी जेके बि अचे हिनखे सेखारियोसि. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Wow, I didn't quite get that. Thoda bahut samajh aaya, but it sounds great. Okay. So, I recently watched Half Laugh, Half Range, and of course, your performance was great. The show was amazing. Tell me a little bit about your character. What was your expectation? How has the feedback been?
First and foremost, the feedback been outstanding. It's been way beyond what I expected, to be very honest. There are so many people who have reached out to me from all parts of the world, how they connected and how they liked what Wade is like, and how it's apparently their dream boy, and it makes me feel so good. Is because that's what the script had written. Like he was, he is this green forest. ये है ऐसा लड़का जो आज के ज़माने में थोड़ा सा शायद मिलना मुश्किल है, और अगर मिल जाए तो just hold on to him kind of guy. और and when I got this, तो मेरा सबसे बड़ा जो था क्या बोलते हैं, the factor that was sort of a little bit scary was because the show is already a major hit, right?
Right.
तो जो पहला वाला सीजन है वो रिया और जोगी दोनों के लिए is मतलब there's a huge fan following for their couple. क्योंकि वो जो पहला सीजन है जिस जगह पे रुका था, and everybody was like, you can't do this, please get Riya and Jogi together, because honestly as audience I was rooting for them. So मैंने वो शो निकाला, I was like यार इन दोनों को साथ में होना चाहिए, because that's how beautiful the show was when it ended. तो मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज ये था कि when I was walking into an already set universe, to then find my space, कि किस तरीके से I will also sort of find my set of audience, and I will sort of find my set of people who will connect with Wade also. तो मुझे इस बात का डर था कि यार वो कैसे इतने बड़े फैन क्लब्स और इतना सब कुछ के बीच में कहाँ मैं अपनी जगह बना पाऊंगा. So I was like यार वो मेरे हाथ में नहीं है. I'll do what I can do most. But the good part is कि जब शो रिलीज हुआ और उसके बाद अब इतने सारे लोगों के बीच में मतलब वो ऑटोमेटिकली डिवाइड हो गया है कि कई सारे लोग बोल रहे हैं कि वेद रिया, फिर कई बोल रहे हैं जोगी रिया. तो आई थिंक वो जो लव ट्रायंगल है शो का जो आइडिया है, that's landed right in place, and I think that's wonderful. So
of course you have made a great space for yourself, and of course show में तो आप लोगों की chemistry अच्छी थी ही, but we have seen off-screen chemistry of you and Karan, and we keep seeing your reels, your bromance reels and all of that. It's always fun to watch it. I can only imagine how much fun it would be to to have all of you all together in the same roof. So tell me some anecdotes or some instances from the shoots of Half Laugh, Half Range.
Very surprisingly, the good and also not so good part was कि मेरे और वाही के इस पूरे शो में I think there are total 1, 2 or 3 scenes together, जहाँ पर वेद और जोगी टकराते हैं और आपस में उनकी बात होती है या कुछ इंटरेक्शन होता है. I think 2 या 3 scenes ही हैं. तो मेरे लिए और उसके लिए I think हम दोनों के लिए the most exciting bit was कि यार we were sharing space as actors for the first time. Like we've been friends but we've never acted together. Like we've been friends for almost like 10, 12 years now. But we've never really shared a screen space as co-actors. वो एक बहुत ही exciting space था हम दोनों को explore करने के लिए. But sorry, I forgot your question. What were you saying? कि हम दोनों
some anecdotes,
anecdotes. Okay, yeah. तो यार हमारा एनेक्डोट्स बनाने का मौका ही नहीं लगा क्योंकि हम बहुत कम साथ में थे सेट पे, you're right, but रिया के साथ मतलब there is so much that I've shot with Riya. उस दौरान बहुत कुछ हुआ. मतलब
any instance you would like to share?
यार one of the things was कि यार because it's already a set universe, ठीक है, सब लोग एक दूसरे को जानते हैं, पूरा परिवार एक दूसरे को जानता है, सब एक दूसरे के साथ बहुत पहली और बहुत दोस्ती बहुत बढ़िया है सबकी. तो जब मैं शूट करने के लिए आया तो मुझे लगा कि यार मुझे भी दोस्ती करनी चाहिए ताकि सेट पे माहौल बढ़िया सा बना रहा है. तो मैं दोस्ती करने के उसमें एक पर्टिकुलर सीन चल रहा था जो सीन अगर आपने देखा भी है जिसमें टुवर्ड्स द लास्ट एपिसोड जब वेद बाथरूम के बाहर निकलता है और टॉल पोछते पोछते उसको देख रहा है स्लो मोशन में. रिया का स्लो मोशन है, रिया ऐसे स्लो मोशन में कुछ गिरा रही है और उसे मारने में, तो स्लो मोशन शॉट चल रहा था. तो जो हमारे शो रनर है अमार डायरेक्ट कर रहे थे वो वाला सीन. तो अमार ने बोला कि यार ये स्लो मोशन है ना, तो जस्ट लुक प्रिटी. तो रिया लाइक यार क्या लुक प्रिटी यार, आई लुक लाइक आई एम लुकिंग नॉर्मल, आई लुक व्हाट बिहेव लाइक दैट. तो शी सडनली स्टार्टेड कैमरा स्लो मोशन में और उसको बोला कि स्लो मोशन में हाई स्पीड में कैमरा है, तो वो अपने सारे एक्शन हाई स्पीड में करने लगी. और यूं तो मेरी कैसे हंसी छूट गई. तो मैं कैमरा के पीछे से बोल रहा अरे ओ भाई कैमरा स्लो मोशन है, तेरे को स्लो मोशन होने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो सब लोग हंसने लगे. तो उसको गुस्सा गया इस बात पे कि ये कौन है लड़का है. और मेरे को 2 दिन हुए थे सेट पे और हमारी दोस्ती ठीक ठाक हो गई थी. ये कौन है लड़का जो ये नया है, ये मुझे कैसे क्या बोल रहा है मेरे को. तो फिर उसके बाद मेरा शॉट लगा. तो मेरे शॉट के टाइम पे बोली कि मैं नहीं जाऊंगी, मैं भी बोलूंगी इसको, मैं दिखाती. और वो ना और वो हो गई थोड़ी गुस्सा कि तुम मेरे शॉट के बीच में कैसे बोल सकते हो और क्यों बोल सकते हैं ऐसे. तेरे को मतलब मैं I was trying to concentrate on all of that and I was like yeah, Riya, I'm so sorry मानवी, मेरे को नहीं पता था यार, मैं तो मजाक कर रहा था. I was just trying to crack a joke, make it. तो यार उसने मेरी रेल लगा दी, वो मुझ पे नाराज हो गई बहुत और वो पूरा दिन चलती रही और मेरे को बड़ी रैगिंग वाली फील आई. फिर मैंने जाके मैंने सॉरी बोला यार मानवी सॉरी, आई वाज नॉट, मैं गुस्सा मत कर यार मेरे से, मतलब मैं तो ऐसे ही जस्ट ट्राइंग टू बी नाइस एंड ऑल दैट. तो उस दिन उसने मेरी रैगिंग ली भाई, मतलब क्योंकि सीनियर है ना शो में, सीनियर है ना, तो उसने नचा दिया मेरे को, which was nice, which was fun.
That sounds fun. And Half Laugh Half Range also taps on the topic of modern dating. So tell me, how much do you resonate with modern dating?
I don't at all. There is no modern dating concept. People don't know what is dating, what is this we will figure it out, what is this situationship and benching and ये सारा समझ ही नहीं आता यार. मतलब I can't relate to it, I can't understand it कि आप so many people every single day you will go out to socialize and you'll see someone's with like a boy's with another girl and the next one that I see she's with somebody else or he's with someone else and oh yeah that's fizzled out. 2 दिन पहले की बात है, fizzled out. 2 दिन में fizzled मतलब क्या ही समझा होगा तुमने 2 दिन में. तो I think ये मुझे नहीं समझ आता यार. आज की डेटिंग का कॉन्सेप्ट बड़ा कोई कॉन्सेप्ट है.
Yeah. So do you think it has become more difficult to find meaningful connections now?
So difficult to find meaningful connections. Or it's the sad reality of today, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
अब कुछ फोर्स तो किया नहीं जा सकता. पर नहीं है तो नहीं है.
Yeah. And do you think ये जो situationships, hookup culture या whatever exclusivity ये सब है, इसकी वजह से of course people are not devoid of options. तो उसकी वजह से do you think that people are ready to give up very soon and they don't want to work on any challenges? Or do you think it's good because people are also kind of moving on?
No. I feel ये सारा culture ही, ये जो situationship और ये जितनी भी figure it out या फिर ये dating ये जितना कुछ भी है ना, ये है ही इसी वजह से because people are giving up very soon. It's not the other way around. Because giving up is such an easy option today. And as humans, for everything that we do in life, the most easiest is to give up. But to work on something, to fix something, or to make something better, or to figure out what's wrong with the relationship or with yourself is the most important question that we run away from as so many humans. क्योंकि किसको आईना देखना मतलब up until the time सिर्फ vanity देख रहे हैं, उसके अलावा असली आईना देखना कितनों को पसंद है. क्योंकि जैसे ही आप अपने आप को कभी देखते हो और अगर आपको हमको we know our truth, we know who we are, we know how screwed up as a human being one can be, and you know it. You just don't accept it because you're constantly in your head. You're like, this is the idea of this is who I am supposed to be, but the truth is something else. So a lot of people don't really want to see the mirror on themselves. And up until the time they don't see that, they will not know what is to be fixed. Is because आज के time पे it has become so, एक तो blame game बहुत आसान है किसी के लिए. हमारा हर किसी का पहला जो क्या बोलते हैं किसी भी problem में the first thing that people try is to find someone or something to blame.
Right.
And it's always outwards. It's always कि अच्छा इसकी वजह से हुआ या तूने ये कर दिया या तूने वो कर दिया या तेरे इस बात का ये. But my point is कि अगर किसी भी चीज की वजह से तुम्हें बुरा लग रहा है, the question is not कि उस सामने वाले ने जो बोला है उसकी वजह से मुझे बुरा लग रहा है. The question is कि मुझे इस बात का बुरा क्यों लगा? Like why did I feel left out when you said this, or why did I feel unheard when you said this? तो ये सारी problems इंसान के खुद के अंदर होती. So the moment you address that is when you'll be able to fix a lot of other things.
Right.
मेहनत जाती है तो.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
आज के टाइम पे मेरे को नहीं लगता कि किसी को इतनी मेहनत करनी है. So that's what it is.
Wow, feels like a therapy session.
Sorry about
no,
that.
no, in a good way. I said it in a good way. So, Rithvik, talking about your work, of course, you've been in this industry for a very long period of time. You've done different sorts of characters, different sorts of projects. And, if I talk about a perception of you in general, people think that you're a very chivalrous, very goofy guy, respects women a lot. And if I say in a Gen Z term, you're very pooky coded. And, and yeah. And when you do a character which is so close to who you are as an individual, people kind of accept you in that way. And I think they also kind of typecast you. So do you think that, because of that, sometimes you also choose or pick characters like that, so it, cements your image in a particular way?
No.
No?
No. Never. I don't choose projects to cement any image. Not at all. My idea of doing work is very, very simple. Very simple. All the work that comes my way, मेरा बहुत सिंपल है. जब वो लड़का जब बॉम्बे आया था आज से 15 साल पहले, तब तो मेरे पास ऑप्शंस थे नहीं. और the reason that I'm here is because of the choices that I made.
Right.
Now it's important for me to know why I made those choices. At that time, did I make those choices thinking कि मेरी image ऐसी हो जाएगी तो ये हो जाएगा ये. इतनी तो कैलकुलेशन कभी की नहीं मैंने. तो मैं जब पहले आया था तो मैं ये सोचता था कि what is ऐसा क्या है जो something that's speaking to me, something that's making my heart go यार ये तो अच्छा है. मतलब मुझे पढ़ के या मुझे सुन के लग रहा है यार ये तो बहुत बढ़िया है. It could be anything. It could be a pooky character like Wade, or it could be my last character that I played in Cartel, which was a crazy word. आप समझ रहे हो? Crazy. I'm बोल नहीं पा रहा. Anyway. बीप कर देना, crazy motherfucker. तो वैसा वो सब सोच के नहीं करता यार. It's something that really truly speaks to my heart, and if I like it, I do it.
But have you ever intentionally declined any characters that did not resonate with you?
So many.
Yeah.
So many. Yeah. So many.
Because they just don't resonate.
Not characters. I mean, I don't look for characters when I'm reading a script. I look for the script. I look for the story. I look for what impact does the story hold when I read it as an audience. That's the most impactful bit, is because जब वो पूरी कहानी बन के आएगी, इतना यूनिलैटरल नहीं हो सकता मैं कि मैं सोचूं यार मेरा कैरेक्टर तो बहुत अच्छा मैं कर लेता हूँ ना. मतलब मेरा कैरेक्टर कितना ही अच्छा क्यों ना हो, लेकिन जब कहानी में दम नहीं है तो कहानी में दम नहीं है, तो you can't really do anything about it.
Right.
So I mean, I want to be part of amazing stories and characters that make a difference to the script while they're in it.
Right. So. And with the rise of OTT platforms, of course, it has opened up avenues for so many actors. We can also see a lot more fresh faces now. Even a lot of content creators are turning into actors. So do you think it's a pro for traditional actors because there are, of course, a lot more opportunities, or do you think it's a con because now there's also a lot of competition?
Yeah, how do I put it? There's no, for me, let me put it this way. I don't see competition. There is none. It exists only in our heads.
Okay.
For me, competition is the killer of peace. It's very, very simple. If you find someone in a room who's smarter than you, work with them instead of competing with them. So, competition के lens से तो मैं इसको देख नहीं सकता. I definitely feel this is a great opportunity for a lot of people. मतलब जब हम आए थे, मतलब 15 years ago, ये सब नहीं था. So we were really banking and we were waiting for opportunities to come our way, right? तो जब हमें कोई भी opportunity मिलती थी, we would rightfully jump on it. So and that felt great. तो जो आज के actors हैं, if they want to be actors, and then because they couldn't find the right opportunities, they went into influencing, or they went into content creating, and then now suddenly they're now turning into actors, is because they always wanted to be actors. It's just that their journey was different. So if they're coming via wherever they're coming, but if they're doing a good job, then wonderful. Then we are having wonderful talent come here and entertain the audiences. That's exactly what the industry is all about, right? That's exactly why we're making films. That's exactly why we're making these series that we entertain people. So if we get good talent, why not? The only faux pas that I don't like in this is because I know there's a ये मेरे साथ ज़्यादा नहीं हुआ है, but मैंने experience किया है, कई लोगों के साथ हुआ है कि castings are based on the numbers of social media, and now just because of those numbers, even if the actor is not good, forget about good, they are pathetic, very honestly. I've seen that. They're not good at their craft at all, but they're still doing a certain job. और मैंने देखा है कि उसमें everything goes for a loss. The script goes for a loss, the production house goes for a loss, the show doesn't do well. Nobody appreciates the work that they've done, is because they're genuinely not good actors or actresses, for that matter. So my only bit is that it's a great thing that this opportunity and this platform is now created for so many people to now come in and do what they truly want to do. But before you come in, learn the craft. Before you come in, understand that being in front of camera is not just putting a phone right there and dancing in front of it. No. It's absolutely different. And it requires a lot more study. So do that and come do a good job, then wonderful. So then मुझे वो नहीं अच्छा लगता कि वो actors भी अच्छे नहीं होते. कई बार मैंने देखा ऐसे कई सारे projects में वो actors अच्छे नहीं, फिर भी वो खड़े हैं cast होके. Even though they're, मतलब मैं कह रहा हूँ, मेरे साथ कभी नहीं हुआ कि anything that I have worked, किसी को चला गया, वैसा कभी नहीं हुआ, touch wood, thank God. हो भी सकता है, but मेरे सामने तो नहीं हुआ है. बट अगर किसी को ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है तो यार अपनी क्राफ्ट पे थोड़ा काम कर लो, क्योंकि आपको एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है, इतना बड़ा शो मिला है, मेक द मोस्ट ऑफ इट, डू अ गुड जॉब. दैट्स द लीस्ट दैट यू कैन डू. तो मुझे बस वो थोड़ा सा ऑफर.
एब्सोल्युटली दैट वाज वेरी इंसाइटफुल. तो अब हम थोड़ा सा एक फन राउंड करेंगे.
यस.
एंड वी वुड लाइक टू प्ले टिक और इक. ओके, सो यू हैव टू टेल मी, इज इट अ टिक और इज इट अ इक? टिक और इक. Yeah. Okay. So of course it's about dating only, since this is about modern dating. So we'll be talking about modern dating questions. Splitting the bill on every date. Take or take.
On every date? It's subjective, yeah. Matlab, not the first date at all. I've never split the bill. I know. I pay the bill. But then of course, then women are like, you can't. You're not supposed to be paying all the time, and then suddenly, if they also sometimes take it on their ego, then it's like, okay, if you want to split, you split. If you don't want to split, it's absolutely okay. It's not a tick or a ick. It's a very subjective question. Completely depends on two people.
Only an ick if it's on the first date.
No. First few dates, in fact, like I would never. I mean, I usually never split. वो नहीं करता हूँ, but मैंने ऐसे कई लोग मिले हैं जिन्होंने कहा कि यार ये क्या हर बार पैसे में we'll split. Okay, absolutely, let's do it. Touching is great.
Makes sense. Right. Talking about marriage in the first month of dating. Ick. Absolutely an ick.
Yeah, ick.
Okay. Refusing to meet in person after weeks of chatting.
Ick.
Okay.
Big ick.
Okay.
What if they're getting catfished? What if उसके पीछे कोई यार 40 साल का लौंडा बैठा हो?
Okay. Oversharing personal trauma early on.
That's okay. It's not an ick for sure.
Okay.
Tick. Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of courage to share something so deep and important for their lives. So if they're feeling comfortable is why they would early on share so many things. It does give us all at the receiving end, it gives you an insight to who they are. Then you might be able to also understand some of their behaviors. Why are they the way they are? So I think it helps. It helps to understand the person better.
Okay. Being jealous early on.
Ik.
Okay. Staying friends with your ex.
Ik.
Okay.
Ik.
Now I'm sure a lot of girl fans of yours would love to know this. So tell me, what according to you are the green flags and red flags in a girl?
Green flags and red flags in a girl. Wow, but I've never thought about this. This is probably
Take your time. Think it through.
Yeah, pretense is a huge red flag to me. Not being real is a huge red flag, and that pretension is right there on their faces. Constant seek of validation is a huge red flag.
Okay.
And मैं आपको बहुत deep सारी बातें बता रहा हूँ क्योंकि constant seek of validation से बहुत सारी चीजें आती हैं. So instead of me giving you क्या आता है, I'm giving you the root cause.
Very spot on. Nice.
Yeah, the straight root cause. I think pretension, not at all. I hate it. Constant seek for validation, and is it lying? Because people sort of nowadays have bracketed white lies into ये तो चलता है. इतना सब उसकी जरूरत नहीं है.
Okay. Green flags.
तो यार और भी कुछ होना
अच्छा
चाहिए.
अभी और है. Yeah. Think it through.
है ना? I have to think it through. Otherwise, failing to provide security. Again, it's too deep. Failing to provide security is.
But isn't that contradictory? Like, because you said.
Exactly why I said it. It's a double-edged sword. Why am I saying? Sorry, contradictory to what?
Because you said that you don't want someone who seeks validation, but then you also want reassurance. So it's a little contradictory, no?
No, not seek validation. Okay, no, these are two absolutely different things. Seeking validation from when I said validation is seeking validation from the world, in the world of social media. That kind of validation, understood. Not validation from me. I mean, of course, validation from. I mean, of course, in a relationship, you want to sort of be seen and heard and felt and all of that way. That does come under the umbrella of validation. So that with your partner is great. Like, you know, if you're not feeling okay and if you're feeling like, am I looking fat? Am I looking okay? Like, you know, and then your partner comes and says, of course you're not. You're beautiful. You're one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. That kind of validation, that's important. That's very, very necessary. But the constant seeking of validation of social media, like, oh my God, अरे ये views नहीं, अरे ये like नहीं, अरे वो नहीं, इसके बारे में ये कह दिया, अरे वो देखो comments में उसने मेरे बारे में, I hate this person. Oh, look at, biggest red flag. If you're with someone and that person talks about a third person, any sort of, and in a negative lens. Oh,
wow. Okay, third person, not even third person.
Not even third person. Any third person. Like my point is, you can, if there can be things about people that I don't like, and if there is my partner, I'd be like, I'd share like, you know, this is something that they did and I didn't like it, as opposed to be like, you have no idea what a bitch that was. You have no idea. You know what they did to me? You know what they did to me? Like, no, I don't want to do at all, because that's a little. For me, that's more than a red flag. That's an ick. It's just like a.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like an ick. It's just simple. If I'm on a table where people are talking about other people, I don't want to be on the table. I don't want to.
Is that a deal breaker?
No. I mean, that can be worked upon. It's not a very. It's an acquired habit. It's constant. It's always like people who constantly want to fit into circles and fit into people's life is why they do this, is because they sort of replicate behaviors to sort of be like, oh, we're up and about this game, so we will do it. So that's not a very. It's not a deal breaker. It's something that I would point out upfront, and I think you should. I think you should sort of work on that. And the person, if they have the bandwidth in their heads, they would definitely be able to work on that.
Right. Tell me, instant deal breaker.
Huh?
Instant deal breaker.
Oh, disloyalty. Yeah, disloyalty. Not being loyal. Is disloyalty is a word, right? So,
yeah, it is a word. Okay. Green flags.
Oh, to be able to speak their heart out, to be able to like, again, no pretension, truly who they are. Like, if there is a woman who loves the way she is, like, in spite of knowing that she has flaws, and in spite of knowing that, yaar, ye mera acha nahi hai, ye meri naak thodi tedi, but fuck it, I love who I am. Like, that's an instant green flag. That's like, wow, I love this woman. Green flag में और कितने और तो बहुत सारे हैं यार. मतलब someone who's a you know, there are a lot of women who love sort of, you know, who their innate nature is to pamper their partner. It's not a need.
They love love. Yeah.
They love love. Like their innate nature is to pamper the partner. And in a way कि मतलब छोटी-छोटी चीजों का the details to little things. Like, you know, and women are equipped with that. Women are so wonderfully blessed with the superpower of doing so many things at the same time, plus paying attention to all the details. And I think being able to sort of, you know, provide that little bit of pampering and cushioning, because even men can be weak so many times. And I think, it's important for women to stand up in those moments and just be like, you know what, come here, just let me give you a hug. It's all going to be okay. I think that's a huge green flag, huge green. And a good listener, very, very important. Very, very important is a huge green flag, and it's a red flag if the person doesn't listen at all. There never can be any communication if the listening skills are bad.
Lovely, love that. So I think all the girls should take note of this now. Yeah. And okay, one last question. What are your thoughts on situationships?
It sucks. It's bullshit. It's stupid.
Okay. Cool, Rithvik. It was lovely interacting with you. But before you go, it would be great if you could just give us a little bit of sneak peek of what's coming next in store for you.
Oh, what are we working on right now? I can't tell you what I'm working on, but there's another project that is hopefully in the pipeline. On the web.
Okay, you can tell us. Okay, you can tell us when can we expect it?
Next year.
Next year. All right. Really looking forward to it.
Yes, absolutely. That's happening. My brand RDX is now doing really, really well. It started off on a good note. So I'm really busy with sort of, you know, creating RDX and making that into something really nice. That work's going on. I'm really excited for a bunch of other things that I'll be driving through, not just in the entrepreneur space, not as an actor, but as something else. Trying to sort of trying to create things, make things that I really, really look forward to, tell stories that I wish the world to know. So I'm hoping ki wo gaadi chal jaye alag. All of these things are going on. I'm extremely excited about my holiday for the New Year's. So
where are you going? If you can tell us.
I will possibly be in. I have a shoot that's planned in Scotland for about a couple of days, and I will extend that trip. I'm on a solo trip, so I'm going to extend that through the Christmas and New Year's, because I'm anyways there, right? So I'm gonna extend that in probably a few days in Scotland, then in London. And
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to
Sounds great. Amazing. All the best for the future. It was lovely interacting with you. Thank you so much for giving me time.
Wonderful talking to you, Simran. Thank you. And please go learn Hindi. Make mom and dad happy.
I'll try my best. Thank you so much.